Welcome back to the Agentic AI learning series. In the previous session, we explored why traditional automation fails in real world. Today, we take the next step. Even after AI has arrived, even after LLMs became incredibly powerful, organizations still struggle. Why? Because AI alone cannot finish the job. It can explain, it can analyze, it can suggest, but it cannot do. Let's break this down very clear. AI is brilliant but passive. When LLMs like ChatGPT, Gemini, all these arrived, they changed everything. For the first time ever, software could understand context, analyze documents, summarize information, and even reason it out perfectly. But there is a big limitation. AI waits. It does not act. It's reactive. It responds after you ask, but it cannot initiate tasks on its own. AI gives answers, not actions. Remember, AI gives answers, not actions. This is the fundamental gap most enterprise AI use cases are facing. AI can tell you why an invoice failed, what policy applies, how to respond to a customer, where the error occurred, what steps to take next. But the human still have to click the button, update the system, send the email, fix the record, and close the ticket. AI gives answers, humans still, unfortunately, do the work. The human bottleneck is the next one. And because of what we discussed in the last slide, we get a bottleneck created. Instead of humans doing all the work, now humans must validate the AI output, take the next action, finish the task, close the loop. This means AI reduces some cognitive load, but execution load still lands back on people. The result? The process still doesn't scale. AI cannot use tools. This is the most important point. AI cannot act inside enterprise systems by default. It cannot update SAP. It cannot fetch data from Salesforce. It cannot create a ticket. It cannot write to a database. It cannot send an email. It cannot trigger a workflow. It cannot operate APIs. Without tool use, AI is like brilliant analyst trapped inside a glass box. It can think, it can't touch anything. AI has no memory of actions. This is another huge limitation. AI forgets. LLMs don't remember past tasks, past decisions, or previous corrections. This means they cannot operate like a worker who learns from experience. Every session is a reset. This makes AI excellent for isolated tasks but terrible for continuous workflows. And finally, AI is not autonomous as well. AI cannot break down a goal, plan multiple steps. AI cannot decide the workflow. It cannot adapt mid-task. It cannot escalate intelligently. It cannot retry when failed. It cannot finish an end-to-end workflow. AI is great and brilliant at thinking, terrible at doing, and completely, totally incapable of owning outcomes. The big truth is here. AI alone is intelligence without action. This is the truth the enterprises learn the very hard way. AI alone cannot replace manual work because intelligence without action is totally, completely incomplete. And that is exactly why the world needs agentic AI. What next? The next episode is going to be what makes an AI agent. In the next video, we will take a very big leap. We will look at what actually transforms an AI system into an agent. That is, a system that can reason, plan, act, and complete work. This is where everything changes. See you in the episode 4. Thank you.